what is this?
Because you're an adult and I just graduated middle school.
It makes no sense. So, 3, 2, 1. Hello.
Oh. What?
Why are you eating chocolate right now?
Wait for me to swallow.
Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're reviewing the worst book I've ever read, actually, in my life. This book makes no sense, and for that reason I thought, hey, why don't I bring a very special guest onto this show, my gay emo sister, because I thought she already judges everything I say on a daily basis. Maybe if I brought her on here, she could judge this book with me and it could be more entertaining for you guys. Anyway, this book is We Contain Multitudes by Sarah Henstra. I read it a while back. I didn't even buy it. I read a free version of my school's digital library. It's written by like an old woman. A weird genre for like gay teenage books. Nothing correlates. You don't know anything about this subject. Yes.
Oh, I don't want to know why she wrote that.
Oh, right? Anyways, let me just explain the concept of this book and let you try to understand what's going on here. So essentially it takes place in high school between two boys, Jonathan and Curl. It's his last name. I don't know why they have to call him that throughout the entire book. And so Jonathan and Curl, and they have English class together. One thing that immediately jumps out at you the second you open the book is that Jonathan is like 14 or 15 years old, while Curl is 18 or 19 years old, who has failed English class so many times that he's still in class with Jonathan.
I was gonna say, how are they in the same class?
I don't know. Jonathan, he's like poetry, books and stuff, while Curl is like a jock. They get assigned a project in English class where they have to write each other letters for the semester, right? I don't know what kind of project this is, but you gotta write these letters to each other, and they don't really know each other at the beginning, so that's the idea of the book. Here's where it takes a turn, okay? This book is written only in those letters between the two boys. There's no outside dialogue. There is nothing else other than these letters, and it makes no sense.
How did it establish the beginning then?
Hello, Curl, I'm Jonathan. This is a letter that I'm writing to you in English class.
It's like when, like, you know in shows when, like, they don't want to, like, hint at something, so they just have the character be like, I think this is happening right now, and I should go over here. Writing it themselves. Yeah. It's like that.
So, the book is, like, basic, like, they meet, they fall in love, whatever. They fall in love throughout these letters. The reason that it doesn't work, all the letters are written, like, last night you came to my house, and then we kissed, and then you said this, and then I said this, and then you said this, and then I said this. I just can't fathom why in God's name a 15-year-old kid would sit here and write out this 6-page essay about the events of the previous night that the kid was literally there for.
If he gets the letter back, it's just like, I know.
And another thing that I was thinking of, it's a school project, so the teacher is reading all these letters where they're like deeply describing their lovemaking.
Ew! I feel like there's much better ways to like write like the dialogue and stuff. Like if you say like, you said this to me and it really stuck to me.
There was any other way that you could like put that together?
Like, I'm not the best writer ever, but I feel like I have some experience, and I don't think this author does.
I think she found out about like the gay craze and decided to like pick up on it.
It's giving like J.K. Rowling.
It really is. About halfway through the book, it is revealed, pretty much, that Curl is being abused by his uncle. Also, he pretty much sexually assaults Jonathan in one scene. First time they ever have any, like, romantic, like, hinting at it turning into something romantic is when they're in the car. When they're in the car, and Curl is drunk, and he's, like, being like touchy and like kissy with Jonathan, and Jonathan's like, no, like you're drunk, you're an adult, don't do this. And then he goes on and he's like, and you didn't know what you were doing, but I liked it. And so then it turns into this whole relationship in which Curl tells Jonathan that he loves him in like 2 weeks. So yeah, anyways.
I don't think that door was open when we got down here.
No, it definitely was. So pretty much you're thinking like, okay, what the hell is going on, right? You're like, what is this? It gets to a point where there's no explanation for anything in this book. Like it just keeps going on, and all the chapters are written really weirdly. So when it's finally revealed that Curl's getting abused, you're like, okay, maybe some character redemption, some explanation kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. They just use it to make him abusive to Jonathan. For example, this is an actual scene that happened in this book, okay? Jonathan goes up to Curl and is like, yo, you should probably start writing your college essay.
Because you're an adult and I just graduated middle school.
And then, you know what Curl is like? He's like, no, and then he punches a hole through Jonathan's door.
Where are they, like, at his house?
Yes, his bedroom door. He punches.
Where's his, like, parents?
And you're reading the scene of him punching a hole through a kid's door. Okay, so is there any, like, apology? Not really. Curl pretty much ghosts Jonathan, as if he was the one in the wrong.
Why would you ghost someone through letters when you're in class?
It's so bad. So the only characters' names that I can remember are Jonathan and Curl. So for example, I'm pretty sure Jonathan had 2 siblings. What were their names? I don't know. What genders were they? I don't know. I think they were twins or something. Like, they only had scenes together. Like, whenever Jonathan was around them, it wasn't with one of them, it was with both of them. And they were, like, talking at the same time and stuff.
Yeah,
Kind of.
Talking at the same time. That is such a stereotypically overdone thing.
I don't even think they were twins. Were they girls? I don't know. I feel like she, like, switched pronouns halfway. Oh my god. This girl looks like you because she's Ema.
Can't see her.
These siblings, honestly, I've got no clue what the hell they were, or why they were, or where they were. I've got no idea what these characters, what they achieved in the story. In fact, there's one scene where Curl admits to Jonathan's siblings that he's getting abused. I don't know why that's something you would admit to your boyfriend's sibling. He already talks about that that's why he quit football. The coach wanted to see his back or something, and he was like, no, and then quit football.
Show me your back. I'm good. Get out.
So essentially, at this point in the book, it's almost over, and you're thinking there's going to be some big change. So I'd like you to predict that change, okay? What happens in this book, right? Because leading up to this, there wasn't too much plot. There's obviously going to be some big, like, dramatic thing that happens. What do you think it will be?
I think Curl and the twins are gonna get in a brawl.
They're gonna fight? Okay.
Actually, wait, I'm actually trying to think of something.
Do you want me to give you, like, a multiple choice?
Sure.
So, do you think A, Curl and Jonathan, it'll be like an epilogue where they, like, get together and get married and stuff, right? B, Jonathan will discover that Curl is abusive and break up with him. C,
Really get in a brawl.
do you go with brawl?
I'm going brawl.
Well, if you guessed A, B, or C, you're wrong. What actually happened was Curl made out with Jonathan's older sister. Jonathan walked in on it and broke up with Curl, and they never get back together, and that is the end of the book. At the end, Jonathan starts to forgive Curl or something. It just happens all out of nowhere. A happy relationship. Like, Jonathan walks into a room and he's like, I thought that he was gay too, and then he's just making out with his sister.
There's people who like both. That's actually a thing. I was gonna tell you.
So yeah, pretty much at this point.
You look like Wilbur Soot. You have a series on your channel where you just bash Sarah Hamstring or whatever her name is.
Hamstring?
Henstrong? Was that what it is?
Henstrom.
Me in 3rd grade trying to think of like a title for a book, and I'm making something like We Have Many Layers, and then I go on Thesaurus. The book is genuinely like, not just bad, but it's like problematic. Like, how are you?
But it's also bad.
How are you like advertising that to people?
She doesn't. I never heard of it until I looked up gay on my school's digital library. Keep in mind that all these things I told you about, including making out with the sister, everything was all written in these letters. Anyways, so, thank you for watching. Please do not read We Contain Multitudes by Sarah Henstra. I guess that's all. Do you want to say bye? Do you want to end?
Subscribe to
Bye.
Bye.